The purpose of business is to create a customer. Why don't we run our businesses with that priority, with that resolve, with that investment of time and resources? Hi, my name is Vic Hunter from Hunter Business Group. I want to take a look at top management research on the priorities of executives. In order, number 1 is finance, number 2 is sales, number 3 is production, then management, then legal, then people. Where is the customer? Listen to the customer-focused wisdom of Sam Walton. There is only one boss, the customer. He can fire everyone in the company, from the chairman on down, simply by spending his money somewhere else. Or Henry Ford's vintage wisdom on customer. It's not the employer who pays the wages. Employers only handle the money. It's the customer who pays the wages. I began my career in direct marketing, and one of my first friends and mentors was Bob Stone. Bob was a great teacher in the industry, and he taught me early on that the list was the most important element of successful direct marketing. More important than the offer, more important than the call to action. It was Bob who really focused me on understanding the customer and beginning every campaign with an understanding of that customer. So when I talk to clients, I often ask them questions about their customers. Who are your customers? Can you identify them and track buying behavior through distribution? The distributor is seldom your customer. Certainly you can't leave distribution or your rep organization to handle your customers. Who are your good customers? Not good accounts or good ship-to addresses, but real people with names and roles and preferences for your products and services. And what makes them your perfect customers? Why do they prefer to buy from you? What are their demographics and psychographic profiles? How complete are those profiles? Have they been compiled with integrity, or are they recorded as handwritten notes on call sheets, or maybe even worse, left over from your last CRM project? Customer information in a corporation begins when you claim customer information and customer behavior as a corporate asset, when you begin to invest and store and manage and use that customer information and that asset to grow your business. Our friends at Parker Hannifin have a great saying: what does good look like? A good customer looks like this. A good customer buys from you without the heavy burden of customer service therapy. But what does a good customer asset look like? An engineering company that we work with has about 4,000 pieces of equipment at 400 sites that they've installed in the last 10 years. And we began last fall talking about how to grow their business by understanding who their customers really are. By calling into those sites, we identified a program around individuals now working with each of those pieces of equipment. This program is called a wellness program, and it's shifting the focus of the company from receiving RFPs on their fax machine to a proactive understanding of who bought their equipment, what condition that equipment's in, and who they need to talk to stay in touch with those applications at each of these 400 sites. They decided to find out not only how the equipment was doing, but who was currently responsible for each piece of equipment and what kind of work it was doing for their customer. They also wanted to keep in touch with those customers to add future value. They decided to invest one person who would take on the project of calling customers and documenting the wellness program. So the calling began.
And who is responsible for this equipment? Okay, so how has the equipment been performing for you? And what is the primary application for the equipment right now? All right, do you need this kind of work done at other areas in your location or elsewhere in the company? Good to know. Do you need servicing or parts right now? Okay, and who makes recommendations on new equipment? Thank you. And who else should we stay in touch with regarding your equipment? Great, thank you. Is there anything I can do for you right now? Okay. Well, how often would be best for me to follow up with you? And how best can I reach you? By email, phone, appointment?
So here's one person on the phone making 15 completed calls a day, 7 completed profiles, 4 pieces of equipment identified, and every week creating 2 new opportunities confirmed by the engineers for follow-up in the following month. The goal for the year: to get in touch with all 400 accounts by phone, to have an updated picture of 1,000 pieces of equipment, to identify 2,500 individuals in the database with 1,500 completed profiles, and to get 100 new opportunities confirmed as valid by engineering and leading to RFPs. That's $12 million in the pipeline identified as potential revenue from the wellness program. Now that's a customer asset. I often wonder, why don't we put these assets on our balance sheet? I mean, when we merge companies or we buy companies, we buy that future revenue stream, but maybe that's a topic for another Idea Engine in the future. For right now, if you'd like a copy of that dashboard, just drop me a note. Otherwise, thanks for joining us for Customer as an Asset, another Idea Engine from Hunter Business Group.